Hello guys, my name is Khan, and in today's video we will discuss label marks in Tableau. In my previous video I have discussed color marks in Tableau, but in this video I will discuss label marks and I will tell you what does it mean by label marks in Tableau. So in start, for this video I will be using this US Census dataset. I will quickly go through this dataset. This is a dataset that I have constructed for this set of videos. Again, it's a hypothetical demographic data about USA. I'm only considering USA country for this dataset. So you can see I have only USA under the country. Then I have each row is representing each state. So you can say this dataset is unique at a state level. Then I have a short abbreviation for state. And then we have a region variable which is dividing this data into 4 regions: southwest, northeast, and north central. And then I have some demographic variable like population, urban, death, marriage, divorce. And then I have a status variable that which states are poor, which states are self-sufficient, and which states are rich. Again, it's a hypothetical data, have nothing to do with reality. And then I have a date which is telling us at which date we have collected the data. So we start collecting the data from first December 2018, and we collected each state data in a given day, and we ended collecting the data on 19th January 2019. So this is the data that I will be using. But before also, as I mentioned before, that whenever we have to work in Tableau, so this is my shortcut for Tableau, we need to import data into Tableau first. So Tableau works in 3 steps: import the data, create your visuals, and in the third step you share your visual. As I said that my data is in the Excel, so I will use this. This is the data that I have shown you guys. I will click it. I'm able to import all the data successfully. And now I will go to sheet 1. So, and then we'll start discussing. So, and here is the marks window. You can see it here. Under the marks, we have different marks. I have already discussed color marks in my previous video. This video, I will discuss this label mark or text mark. So for this, I will quickly create a bar graph. So region, and I want to see population. I want a bar graph. I like the formation in a other way around, so I will shift this columns into rows to columns and columns. So now it's fine. But if I come here over these bars, now I can see that the population is very close to 58 million. But just by looking at the bars, I cannot say the exact value, or that what's the population in north central or what's the population in northeast. If you like to make your life a bit easier or to make your graphs more attractive, what I can do, I can drag this population over the label. So now you can see I can see the exact numbers, that what is the population under north central, what is the population over the northeast. So this is one of the way you can add labels to your bars. But I want to show one more thing. So suppose if I move out that label, here you can see that this bar graph is representing that how much is the population in different region, and I have shown you that how can you label those bars. But it's not necessary or it's not essential that you have to label these bars by this population variable which I have used as a height variable. You can even drag any variable, like suppose if I want to see the deaths over as a labels for this graph. So if I move to here, it's showing me the sum of deaths in different region, north central, northeast. And but here what I can do, I can even add more than one label. So let's see if I drag to here. Now I have population and also death. Even I can add 3, just to give you an example. So you can add different things, but the point to note is the more label you add, the formatting of your graph will become very messy. So that's why I will just make sure that whatever you add according to your need, but make sure that the formatting of your graph don't become messy, because then you have to invest a lot of time to make those graphs formatting correct. So for this video, I will just focus on two labels. But once you have added multiple labels, there is an issue that you don't know that which label is related to that and which label is related to population. So in order to make your life a bit easy, what you can do, if you click this label, under the label there is a text option and you can click these three dots. It will take you to edit. So here you can see this is the formula under the greater than less than sign. Here you can add label according to your need. So suppose if I want to write down death, colon, and I will write down population. So it will allow me to differentiate that which numbers are representing death and which numbers are representing population. And I can make a bit more interesting. I can even color them differently. So let's say call them green, and I'll say apply. Okay, and now you can see that now your bar graph looks a lot of seems very attractive, and now you can easily differentiate that which numbers are from representing death and which numbers are representing population. So this is one of the way you can format your labels too. And now I will discuss other some formatting which are available. So here you can see if you want to format it further, you can even bold it. As you can see it here, you can use it as italic. There are different formatting styles that you can use. And then you can align them according to your need to. For me, the alignment seems fine. Let's see if I want to centric or this one, or you can do this thing too. So according to your need, you can, if the labels are very bigger, you can use this wrapping option, which sometimes become very useful. So these are the options which you can use, but here are some other options. Here, if you say that marks to label show all, that's why I'm seeing all the bars got labeled. But let's say if I click it again, if I want to see the selected only, so you can see the label. I can't see the labels until I select anything. So once I select this bar, you can see that this one is then shown, and or if I see this one, you can see that the label gets shown. So whatever bar I've selected, it's showing me the labels once I selected the bar. Another very important thing is the highlighted, which allows you to select multiple bars at the same time. So let's see if I select these two bars, you can see I selected highlighted these two bars, and I can see the labels once I selected these two bars. So you can use these functionalities according to your need. And last thing that I would like to discuss that suppose if you just want to see the minimum and the maximum labels, not all the labels, you can use this thing. So here you can see that we have two labels here, death, based on death, and based on population. But the minimum and the maximum is done by the Tableau based on one variable, and by default it have selected the population as a minimum or a maximum to show these bars. Another thing that I like to show that once you edit your label, your formatting probably will go out, and then you have to reformat. Suppose if I drag it out, you can see, and now if I add the variables again, population and death, you can see that the numbers are formatted the way I have selected before, but the labels are gone. I still have to add again which number are related to population and which number are related to death. So make sure when you edit your labels, probably you need to reformat, and probably you need to add the labels again into your into Tableau. Now I will give you another example in which you can also, this example I will show that how you can add the label over a line chart. So suppose this is my date variable, and I want to see how the population varied over the dates. I add it here. It's a line graph, but I want to see, here you can see it's aggregated at a year level, but I want to see it as an exact date from my data. So you can see this is how the number of population is varying over the date. And I suppose if I want to see also how many deaths are occurring on those dates, so I will add it here. So you can see that I have you can see those numbers are representing the death. In the same way, you can also go here and format it according to your need if you like. But in this example, I think it's fine for me to keep it as it is. And in third example, I will also show how you can add labels when you will be using a maps graph. So I have this country variable, and now the other variable that is select state. And suppose I would like to see the population here. So I also want to see the population of those marks. But the point here is to note that not all marks got labeled. This thing is happening because there is very less space, and that's why Tableau is not representing. But suppose if I zoom into my graph, you can see that then I will be able to see all the marks. And if I move further, and now as you can see that I'm zooming in, I can able to see all the labels that I have added. And now over this graph, it really looks back to show all the numbers over a map. So you can format it according to your needs. So suppose you want to see that only show me those marks which in which the population is minimum or maximum. Okay, and you can see now here that for California we have the maximum population, and for Alaska we have the minimum population. In the same way, just like bar graphs, you can also use other options too, like only show me those which population in those states which are highlighted, selected, sorry. And now if I select this one, you can see it is showing me the label too. So in the end, for this video, we have discussed that how you can add labels to your graphs, what are the options available, and how you can format those labels according to your need. That's all about labels in today's video. Thank you for watching the video.